run yesterday,
right.
right?
You did
Damn,
what?
we're live.
My longest run.
Oh, you're running out there too? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have to.
he loves it because we have sidewalks that are intact.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. So I ran, was it 5 point something miles yesterday
Yeah,
in 50 minutes?
8.5 kilometers or
Ooh,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50 minutes.
that's great. Wow.
Yeah. So it's getting
Got some
quicker.
speed on you. Yeah, definitely.
Getting quicker.
Did
Sure.
anybody join you, Justin?
No,
we went walks
we-
together.
we-
We've gone on
yeah.
a couple of
You
walks.
went on walks. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we did a really long walk the other not long ago.
Yeah,
It's a couple of days ago. Yeah, it was a good.
Okay, cool.
long walk.
About
Yeah,
5-6 Ks.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
breezy. Yeah.
It was nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is the longest I've gone without going to the gym.
Oh, you haven't gone at all?
It's their fault.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
Hey,
you've got all that workup equipment.
man, there goes your perfect record.
I
You had
know.
a record going on.
I know. I got up to like 34 visits a month or something insane.
Right.
Yeah, but oh well.
That's okay.
We did so much walking and stuff. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Because we've been to
That's great.
museums, went to Santa Monica.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it was rough.
It's been
Sounds
good.
fun.
It's been great.
It's been
Yeah.
amazing.
Joe and I went to the Dodger game last night and watched the
I
Dodgers
saw that.
slaughter
Yeah.
the Rockies. And
Did you
set
guys
up-
actually get the hot dogs or anything like that?
Yeah, I
did.
bought him a Dodger
I
dog.
tried a Dodger
Yeah.
dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Did you like it?
It was the best hot dog I've had here. But mind you, it's the only hot dog in a bun that I've actually eaten the bun.
oh, you did do the bun.
I did do the bun. Yep.
You wanted
And
the
how
full
did you feel
experience.
afterwards?
Mate,
Yeah,
it's
of course.
experience,
That's the
mate.
only way. Yeah, you're right. And how did you feel afterwards?
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
Next
because
day, no problem.
I did the big run yesterday, so I think that was
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that helps.
I'm curious. Did you have all the condiments on top too, or
No,
Nah, yeah.
you're not risking all that?
I went up and got the hot dogs, and then I came back. I'm like, I didn't ask you what you wanted on it, and he's like, oh, just the way it is, just eat it. And
Okay.
they're really long. They're like
Yeah,
almost
those are
the
long.
thing
Yeah.
is, as I said, it's just everything's an experience. It's
Right.
been an experience for me.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you try any of the slushies? That disgusting sweets. Okay, just curious because I think that's something special over there too, right? In the baseball stadiums, they got like certain kind of
It's beer,
Colored
beer
slushy.
more in.
Oh, yeah,
more
beer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
hey,
You know Christina Ray,
No, hi, Christina.
Carnivore Christina. Oh, and I don't know Christina. You know Ray? Maybe not.
She probably doesn't know me.
Yeah. So Justin, Ray, Joe, and I and Emily Penton used to do videos together. all
we're the
the time.
OGs,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the OGs
So,
of the meetings. Yeah.
almost every Sunday.
so Justin's been here. Well, he got here last Thursday or Wednesday.
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday. And then him and I went to Rammstein at the LA Coliseum Friday night. And we stayed in a hotel in LA so we didn't have to drive back and forth. And we picked up Joe in the morning at 7 in the morning at LAX. And then we went straight to In-N-Out. They had Flying Dutchman. And then we went to Pink's Hot Dogs. And then we went to Whole Foods and got some rotisserie chickens and ate them in a dirt parking lot outside the Coliseum. And Christina says she's watched you on YouTube before.
Okay, cool.
So then we were eating rotisserie chicken in the parking lot before the second night of Rammstein. And then Joe had a love fest with the other Raiders fans on the streets of LA. And we went to Rammstein, had a great time. Anybody who doubts it, that's the greatest stage show ever.
Yeah.
So, and then the next morning we got up and we headed back to where I live, like an hour away.
Mhm.
Yeah. What the hell did we do that day?
That would be Sunday, and we did the Flying Dutchman challenge.
Oh yeah. Michael
Ray,
Maj is
Ray
here.
asked who won that.
I wouldn't even know him. But
Just
go ahead.
ask,
Who
just
won that?
Ask.
Okay, who won it?
Joe, who won the Flying Dutchman challenge?
Yeah, who won it?
Me.
You. Okay.
Handedly.
How many? No, you ate more than Justin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Eight
did.
more.
It
Tom
wasn't even
had
close.
Tom was 2 beef patties with 1 slice of cheese.
Yeah.
I ate 6 of those.
He ate 6.
That's it.
Justin
Okay, I
had,
can. Justin probably. Go on.
Justin had 6, but proper with 2 slices. So it's 2 patties, 2 slices of cheese.
Okay.
And I had 9.5. 2 patties, 2 slices of cheese.
Wait, Justin, were you holding back?
You know what? The cheese. I didn't
Oh, the
expect
cheese
the
did it.
cheese to sit in as it did. Yeah, it kind of got stopped up and stuff like that.
That
so-
much fat will shut down your satiety.
Yeah, I was
Very-
just like,
got
I
to go very quickly.
can't eat. Like it was just pretty done.
And one of the guys that's usually here in the chat, Raymond Neff, he showed up and he got in on it too. I think he ate 6.
Yeah, he ate 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool meeting Raymond.
yeah.
So there's another Raymond now.
Cool.
Ray 2. Ray 2.0.
Yeah, Ray too. Sure, why not?
Hi, Mike Kamaj. Great seeing you. Welcome. We didn't even do the spiel. Hi, welcome to the Meat Mosaic. Thanks for clicking on our faces. We got hats. So we got going on here. Hats, and we eat a lot of carnivore. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, leave
Share.
comments. Let us know if you like the jacket. Yeah, if you want a little strip show, of course, got other sites for that. But not here on YouTube.
There's some tipping
But if
dollars.
it'll get us likes, I mean,
Justin takes
we
the
can
jacket off
negotiate.
an hour from now on fans only.
Yeah, on Fansly. There you go. I think that's one. I don't remember. But yeah, anyway, did the intro. So there we go. It's an official episode now.
Pagan Opera left us a message on in the Telegram
Telegram?
group. He's like, have you guys ever heard of carnivore curing other mental illnesses other than Asperger's, like OCD?
It doesn't cure Asperger's.
No, it just makes
No,
Aspies better.
Manageable. Yeah.
Oh,
Hi, Margie.
Marge is here. I did a video with a family, the Nusky family, a while back, and they were keto, and they had a little guy that had OCD bad. Like, it was hard just to get him out of the house and walk him down the street bad, and it really turned it around for him. So
You guys remember Lulu?
Vaguely. The name sounds
Lulu.
familiar.
What? Ask Joe.
Healing Lulu?
Yes, healing Lulu.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
surprised
now I remember.
she had bad OCD.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah,
got
I
better,
mean,
right? On
oh
carnivore.
yeah. But here's the thing: she got pregnant, and so she had a hard time eating carnivore, and that kind of went downhill again. So she started feeling it again. So again, carnivore is not really a cure per se. If you go back to your crap diet, things do come back. So I don't know. What would you call that, guys? I don't know. Is
That's
it cure? It's,
I mean, I think
don't
just
know.
remission is fine.
Remission. Sure.
Remission
Yeah.
makes the most sense. Yeah. I'm surprised. So I've been eating, like, I've had some fries, I've had some donut, like I've had meats with sauces on them. I've had freaking Tom's got me addicted to Tabasco Chipotle sauce now because that stuff just goes on everything.
And it's low carb. It's got 0 carbs.
It's got 0 carb. It sells like the lemon juice and stuff like that, and like irritant.
That's not so bad. That shouldn't upset you. Now the
Right.
fries, that's a different story. It depends on how much you have. Again, the dose makes the poison, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, probably like 5 fries.
Yeah, that's not gonna do nothing.
And no migraines. Like I've had a little headache here and there, but no full on like.
When was your last one?
My last one, it got pretty bad like this first night I was here from traveling all day and not sleeping. I had a pretty bad headache, but anyway, I had some legal help with that and at the concert, and it went away, and I've been fine since. Before that, I kind of get them about once a month or so, and typically related to eating off off diet and not sleeping. That seems to be the trigger. The primary trigger is not sleeping.
Not sleeping. Got it.
Yeah. So as long as I keep that up, I do great 99% of the time now. But
let me just say hi to ADS.
Hi, ADS. Good to see you. As far as mental illness, though, I mean, it seems to pretty much help all neurological disorders, from migraines to depression to bipolar to schizophrenia. The list goes on. I think it's just level of intensity. It seems to be, I don't think anyone knows exactly why, but higher fat seems to really help the bipolar and the schizophrenia and things like that. It could be possible that it's one of those disorders that do require higher ketones. We also already know, right, that it could be a prevention or assist with Alzheimer's. It could also assist with what's it called? When you shake and stuff like that. Parkinson's, yeah. Right? So it seems to just help with neurological issues altogether. There could be something about you get lesions, or maybe you are doing damage to the brain due to the Randall cycle, due to inflammation. I don't think anyone's really, and when that's resolved and when the brain's easier to function with ketones as an energy source, it just seems to make everything better neurologically. So whether it's a mental illness or a legit, I guess you'd call Parkinson's a physical illness, I'm not quite sure. Neurological illnesses of all sorts appear to help. Higher ketone, higher fat appears to help.
Yeah, I don't think we can ignore inflammation, especially inflammation in the central nervous system. But I think really what's going on is you create a fuel crisis in the brain. You've got specialized cells, blood cells and brain cells that only run on glucose, and I think they get damaged. Well, we know red blood cells get damaged from high glucose. And we know that the number of insulin receptors on cells increase when you are on a high carb diet. So I think between the elevated insulin levels and the activation of the Randall cycle, we're creating a fuel crisis on the cellular level, and I think that's a big part of it. Yeah, so Marge has commented that as long as she keeps her carbs under 3 ounces or less per meal, now she's keto, she's not carnivore, and she eats, your
3 ounces.
She's talking about like vegetables and stuff.
3 ounces though.
Okay. Of vegetables?
Yeah, that's not much at all. That's impressive.
Yeah. So, and that works for her.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
That's not that much. So she does that 3 times a day. That's like 9 ounces of.
Oh, okay. 3 ounces per meal. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So. And Michael Maj is saying, you mean carnivore won't cure pregnancy? No, it probably causes more pregnancy.
Yeah. How many stories are there that they went carnivore were trying to have a kid, and then within the first year they're pregnant? Like,
yeah.
Even people,
they tend to be eating more meat.
Even older women, right? That thought, like, oh, there's no way, and then surprise.
Yeah, actually, Lulu, that was the reason that she went carnivore, is to have a child, but she's pregnant now. So
wow,
there you go. Yep,
it's good.
Don't want to put our conspiracy hat on, right, Ray? But wink, wink.
You guys got to have some more kids, make up for the ones I didn't.
Some carnivore kids. That's right. There you go.
It'll be interesting to see what happens after she has the baby, right? Postnatal depression, to see if she goes back to carnivore, and that will help her get through that.
Yeah, I'm very curious. So I definitely want to hear updates from her and all that. Yeah.
Michael Maj says, yes, high fat. It got rid of my bipolar, especially high fat is reversing the MS. 8+ years of vegan diet for a lot of damage, which takes a while to heal. Yeah, that's the other component. Some people, their health isn't that bad, and they haven't been carrying around extra weight that long, and they're not bipolar, they don't have MS, and so they recover really quickly. And then there's other people that have had, they've been 200-300 pounds overweight for decades, and they've got chronic depression for decades, and they've got MS or bipolar or schizophrenia or whatever. And those things don't heal themselves as quickly, but people typically find out right away that they're improving, right?
Yeah. And some actually need to go a little even stricter, going to the lion diet, beef salt water kind of thing, just
Yeah.
to get more. I mean, this is what Jordan Peterson's pretty much on. And, he actually says he hates it, that that's the only thing he can be on. And he feels actually good. And I get him. So.
Yeah, I mentioned it before. I was trying to get Dr. Peterson and Dr.
His
Baker
daughter.
and
Paul Mason.
no, what's his daughter's name?
Michaela
Michaela.
Peterson.
I was trying to get them all on to talk to one video to talk about that short period of time, like a year, where they all kind of exploded in social media.
Yeah.
Like how amazing that was to people like myself, but Dr. Peterson didn't want to talk about carnivore.
He doesn't want to talk about carnivore. Yeah. He stated.
So I get it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have quite the loving relationship with carnivore that we do. He appreciates it, but
yeah, he's not doing it by choice. He says it kills his personal life, which he's right. I mean, it does, because
does it kill yours, Ray?
No, whatever.
That doesn't kill mine either.
I mean, look who you're around there, Tom.
Yeah, but even at work, I'll sit down and I'll literally eat a container of raw top sirloin in front of my coworkers. Doesn't hurt anything.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't have a problem with it. Yeah.
It took them a day to get over it,
Right.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you're right.
when you're when you're at that high level of, I don't know what you'd call it.
When you got millions of people watching you. Yeah.
Well, not just fame necessarily, but he's got to make some big deals. Business meetings means food and stuff like that. So, I mean, the dude's I think the family is pretty good on money, but as far as like building a brand, building out a brand, all those people, it takes meetings and stuff like that. And there's still an old time kind of vibe of bringing people together on the same side through eating the same foods, So I can see that.
And I think it's more like because he's such a professional psychiatrist or psychologist, I'm not sure which one, but he doesn't want to pretend that he's anything like a dietitian, I think. So that's the other thing.
Well, and I mean, in the circles he travels, and he's probably getting invited to, parties and stuff where the people are serving, decadent foods that you can't partake in. So then he shows up and he's like, yeah, I can't eat any of this. Sorry. Maybe it's different for them, especially when you're traveling, you're going to another country and, it's not like us sitting around home going, yeah, I eat whatever I want, eat whatever I want when I'm at work or just on the way to the gym or whatever we're doing in our day-to-day lives.
Yep.
I'll read a couple of comments from the Telegram group. So
Woohoo.
Sly Watts, who was on last week with us.
Yeah.
Sly? Oh.
Yeah. She said she's kind of referring to her earlier comment. She's like, she's kind of responding actually to Pagan Opera's comment. Not curing, but remission and depending on the damage. But some people need more keto macros for healing, which could be. And Nicole, I'm not sure who Nicole is. Who's Nicole?
Not quite sure.
Nicole says depression. Sly Watts says yes. And then Sly says, I think it's worth the try. Georgia Eade and Christopher Palmer, a few others, people. Christopher Palmer, brain injury. So, yeah, the videos from Christopher Palmer, who's supposedly got a book coming out soon. He had some amazing results with some patients. I think in particular some long-term schizophrenics that they did a lot better on a meat-based diet. They need a lot less medication and had a better quality of life, which at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? Quality of life.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is for me. So, you
We
know,
had
I
the
don't.
quality of life this morning. We had sashimi, steak, sausage, brunch,
From wild boar meat.
wild boar meat, prepared by Chef Zumbo all the way from Sydney. You getting bored? You getting bored, Ray?
No, I just had
Yawn.
the on. Yeah.
It's a couple hours later where Ray is. So
Yeah.
What time's
It
it there, Ray?
Isn't it 8?
8:30. Yeah, I'm supposed to pick up my daughter in a little bit. Well,
yeah, we're gonna probably not go as late as normal tonight. So
yeah.
we,
By the way, hi Sly. It's been a long time since I've seen you. You know, she
I
made
think
my
that-
graphic, the unicorn graphics. She is awesome with the graphic stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Good to
she
know.
didn't do the one with you and the unicorn, did she?
she did. That was her.
What? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
Sly.
that.
Damn, Sly.
You made the painting?
Yeah,
Oh.
Holy cow. That's my favorite.
she put it together. Yeah, I know.
I've
It's
not
really cool.
stopped with the Ray Penton the unicorn jokes for like a year straight.
Right. So it's amazing what you know. I don't know. I meet so many amazing people. So Sly, I met at Meet RX.
Yeah,
Right.
I
So did we.
remember.
I don't know
from
if you
there.
guys did too. Okay.
I think
okay.
I did meet her a little bit, or I saw her at a meeting or something, and then, but I knew her more from Facebook more recently,
All right.
or comments. So yeah.
Justin, you still over there every now and then?
No, I really don't do anything for them anymore. I'm doing more like the Joan Iflin, like food addiction stuff right now. I do a couple
Oh.
meetings for them now.
Are you wait, you paid the big bucks to go in that?
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah. I
Cool.
know. Well, there's a payment plan, and my lawsuit went through, so there we go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, I'm working with them now. I'm on vacation, but I do run a 9 p.m. Mondays and a 9 p.m. This is EST, so
Yeah.
9 p.m. Mondays and a 9 p.m. Wednesdays for them. So I do a couple groups for them.
EST. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And how many people show up on those?
Average, I'd say about 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't talk about carnivore, I'm guessing.
No. Yeah, but you can't talk about food in general, which is
Oh.
fine. Sometimes it gets in the way, but if they so on Wednesday nights it's a reading, and so I read from, just because someone picked it, I was like, okay, No Fat Chance by, I can't remember his name.
The movie?
No,
No fat chance or fat chance?
Fat Chance. Yeah. I
Oh,
think
fat chance. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, by what's his name? Do you know Ray? I'm talking about.
I mean, I know fat
Sporting
chance.
the Beauty.
Yeah,
We're talking about a book?
Yes.
yeah, the book.
What's his name?
You know it too. You've read it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get that. And there's some, again, to its credit.
Tortrich, is it? Someone Tortrich.
Vinny
No.
Tortorich?
No, Vinny Tortorich? No, I don't.
No,
No, that's
Lustig.
Lustig.
There you go.
Lustig. Yeah, Lustig. Yeah.
To be fair, it was written like 15 years ago, so
Right.
the
Yeah, that's
information
old.
is a bit dated, but there's still some good stuff in there. And like someone asked me about fiber, and I was like, I cannot comment on fiber. And I referred them to like a different video or something. I don't remember
Okay.
how.
Fiber Menace.
Yeah, right. Lyra Menace.
I think I told them, you could look up Paul Mason and type in fiber. And,
That's a good one.
yeah.
I like that. Nice.
So it's just kind of like when that stuff comes out, I just refer to like something like that, and it hasn't come and bite me in the ass yet. I am helping build out for them the protein-based meal. So I am working with them on that. Me and Kelly Hogan are working on that for them. So
I heard she was in this too. Okay.
yeah, she's in it too. Yeah. So, which is cool. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, and then of course with Tom, but it's different. It's cool though. I'm learning a lot still.
Look at you working close with Kelly.
Yeah.
So awesome.
I'm making us all jealous, huh?
I know, right?
Well, you get to work with Bella. I don't know. I mean, toss up.
Toss up. No.
Yeah, Bella only had a southern accent.
Right. But yeah, so Emily's in there too, right? Or is Emily
No,
doing this?
Emily's
I
doing
thought-
her own thing. Yeah, she's
Emily's blowing.
she's making stacks.
She's blowing up on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought she was gonna do Iflin stuff.
I think she read her book. I know she bought her book and was reading
Oh.
through it. And then she got into Dr. Boz.
Oh, she's in Dr. Boz now too. Okay. Well, we
Yeah.
got a few
I
in
think
our
she
group.
did.
That's into that.
Her and Carnivore's Angel, which I forgot her real name. Sorry.
Amy.
Did like a symposium together about Dr. Boz, and
Yeah.
that like blew her up.
Yeah, it was hundreds and hundreds of people all of a sudden. I
Yeah.
forgot what she said the final count was, but well before it, she was over 500 people. It's like holy
Wow.
But she's
Everybody's talking about Boz.
her. Yeah, and I did a book review on that like 3 years ago. Nobody watched it. So.
You were ahead of your time, Tom.
You were ahead of your time every time.
Her Emily's dad Larry helps her out a lot.
Oh, okay. With the,
Yeah, he's a
with
cool
the-
dude. Yeah, he does a lot of stuff for her, and then Em's been tapping some outside resources for get her game plan
Sweet.
going. She's killing it.
Sweet. Well, she gave up her job, right? So this is full
Mm-hmm.
time for her now. That's awesome.
Yep, she's doing it full time.
Yeah.
She's doing it full time and having trouble getting enough time to do it. So, yeah, but we're all happy for her. So,
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, that's great. That's good. We're all chipping in the carnival community somehow. So
that's the goal: is to build a community, right?
absolutely,
Promote better quality of life.
have different communities everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
for sure.
well, because really and honestly, it's not that carnivore is hard, right? Carnivore is simple.
So easy.
It's easy.
I would say
people
simple,
have-
not quite easy, but yeah.
Still people have questions and
Right.
and, unique challenges often.
The social part is the issue. Not having a community, everybody, looking at you like you got three eyes, that kind of stuff. That's the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I say all the time when I started, I didn't know anybody. It was meeting you guys online, right? I did it alone in a house full of people that ate anything but meat.
Same. Most of my journey was exactly that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's definitely doable in any environment, but boy, it's so much better to do it with a community. Not only that, there's a thing about community wisdom too,
For sure.
So, yeah.
I think people worry more about the social aspect than they actually suffer from the social aspect, right?
True. Oh, yes, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So
I usually overthink it too much. Yeah. Because I mean, like Joe makes a great point. I mean, damn, you're out on vacation. How often you gonna be here? Try some stuff. I mean, unless it lays you out for several weeks, like me, I won't try it. But anyways,
but I mean,
you'll be all right.
Yeah, but hang on. You try something. You don't indulge it's not the whole
That's right.
day indulging in eating shit.
how many different kinds of chili have you had since you've been here?
3,
With
Nah.
beans?
2,
4? I wanna say
2 bought and 1 we made here.
With beans?
No,
Oh.
no beans.
No,
That's
you had
fine.
the chili at sauced.
No, I didn't. I tried a
You
little
tried
bit.
it.
I tried it.
Oh, you didn't get your own bowl?
No. I had brisket
you
and
didn't. Neither did
pork.
I.
And then you had the chili at the hat,
Chili at the Hat and chili at Tommy's.
and then we made 2 different kinds of chili here.
You made
I
chili
had
there
one of
too? I'm just curious. Put tomato based?
There's some of it has like a tomato sauce in it,
Yeah.
and some of it doesn't. Yeah.
No reaction from that GERD or anything like that?
Nope.
No.
No,
even-
nothing.
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 Oh wow. Okay, that's
No.
awesome. Yeah,
No.
that probably and hot sauce in it, Justin.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, that smoky Tabasco is just amazing. It's so good.
Well, I mean, we went to a place called the Hat, and I was expecting 2 burger patties with a little bit of pastrami and chili sauce, but chili sauce like a ketchup consistency.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. I didn't expect a big thing of sauce with ground beef through it because we don't have that stuff back home.
Yeah, so he's not used to like chili, like we think of like a bowl of chili.
Like, yeah,
Like
so
Texas style.
Yeah,
chili.
yeah, that's the
He
only
thought
one
he
I
was
know.
going to get like a squirt of chili sauce.
Oh,
Like some
oh,
sriracha
no,
on
this
it.
is
yeah,
very-
they're like that. Like that's what we have back home, like chili sauce.
Okay, no,
Like
I
when
had
Tom
no
said he was
idea.
making, he goes, "Oh, I'm making some chili," and I thought, "Oh, okay." So he's got some fresh chilies, and he's ground them up, and he's put a bit of oil in it, and
Yeah.
he's made chili sauce.
Yeah, because I like to make chili with the ground beef, and then I put chunks of steak in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then like some cayenne pepper and stuff like that. And one of them I
Yeah.
put the green Ortega chilies in it.
So wait, all that hot stuff doesn't do nothing to you guys?
No, it's not hot.
I mean, like I've got I've had some stomach pain, like a little bit last night. So I went out and had
Okay.
Korean barbecue with some friends, and I
Uh-huh.
was fine until we had the Cajun shrimp,
Ooh.
and then they had octopus, which was in some kind of really hot sauce. I couldn't even finish the octopus. It was too
took
hot.
that much for you.
I was
Wow.
crying, like there were tears coming down my
Wow,
eyes
it was that hot.
because
Oh,
it
I
was
can
so
imagine that.
hot.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
I missed that.
Wow.
I do want to ask Joe though.
Yes.
So to the international carnivore friends, what is something now this can be carnivore, so let's put it 2 different categories. Let's do carnivore food they have to come and try, and non-carnivore they have to come and try
Okay.
if they can tolerate. Or
When they're here.
commercial interruption. What's happening
I'm
here?
trying to hang up the phone.
Scam likely. Our favorite contact.
Okay, so if you're coming here and you want to try something carnivore, there's 2 things I'm going to recommend. You have to try an In-N-Out Flying Dutchman. That's a must, because the quality is so much better than McDonald's, because it's, as Tom explained to me, the meat is not frozen, whereas McDonald's it is.
Right, good point.
And the other thing is, it's cooked to order, whereas McDonald's, they cook it, then they put them in these little trays, put in like a long rectangle tray, which then sits in a warmer and then dries the shit out of it. So try that. It's just for an experience. But I would have to say prime rib. You've got to come here.
Wait, you don't have prime rib over there?
It's very hard to get.
Oh.
No, actually, to be honest, there's only one place I know of that does it back in Sydney, and you have to sell your kidney to buy it. It's that expensive.
It's expensive. Okay.
They have ribeye steaks, but they don't cook a prime rib roast like we do.
Yeah.
And they trim it a little more, right?
Yeah.
So we took them to a place in Anaheim. It's called the Prime Cut Cafe. Just walked in, ordered it up, a la carte, and it was perfect. It was absolutely stunningly perfect.
Just a bit small, but
yeah,
okay.
we wish it were bigger, but you know.
Right. I mean, unless you're spending a big dime, that's the only way your meat's gonna be.
It was
big
still
enough.
like $50 a piece.
Oh God. And came out hungry.
Yeah, so we went and ate some chili.
At your house.
So yeah, so they're the 2 things that I would recommend.
And you were pleasantly surprised by the food at the Hat, right? Which is a fast food
That
restaurant.
blew me away, because I
So,
just expected it to be
2 big burger patties covered in chili and then covered in pastrami.
And cheese.
And it probably weighed like 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds worth of food.
I didn't even finish it. I think I got halfway through and had to cut it. Oh, hi, Jules.
Pastrami, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming here, as we discussed before we went live. It's much easier to do carnivore here because you have so many different, you've got different cuts of meat as we do. But then you've got, if you want to have those meat sticks from Sam's Club, the grass-fed, we don't have that stuff back home. So it's something that you can snack on to get you through the day, until you get home to have a proper meal.
Don't you have a Costco over there?
We have 2 Costcos that service the
country.
that service the whole of New South Wales.
Oh my God! Never mind. Wow.
Yeah. So, and to get in there, you could be lined up before you get into the parking lot for maybe an hour.
Okay, not worth it. Never mind.
No, it's not. It's not. And meat's very expensive back home at the moment.
Right.
Very- yeah, I mean, we produce some of the best meat in the world, and we charge an arm and a leg for it.
That's what he thinks.
Mhm.
We do. Australian. Listen, we export beef to America. We don't import American.
Yeah, it's
beef
called
because-
Butcher Box.
because we have some of the best meat in the world.
I have eaten some of that scraggly lamb they sent from Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, but that's been sent over here frozen. You wait when it's fresh, it's amazing. It's the
Good
best.
night, Marge.
Good night, Marge.
So yeah, it is quite easy to do carnivore, even low carb. As you go to the grocery stores here and you got aisles full of keto, and there's no excuse here. Back home, now I'm starting to think, okay, there is a bit more of an excuse. Even then, there really isn't an excuse. Just lazy to go look for stuff or make it.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad to hear that it's easier for us here.
Oh, much easier.
Oh, yeah. Cheaper for sure.
I think that's also a good thing, just in that I think the Western diet, or the Americans in specific, us, are more processed food addiction than European countries or
Yes.
Asian countries, etc.
Yeah.
Australasian countries.
And so I think when someone gets smacked down virtually because they have some avocado on a steak or some avocado on a burger, I think like it's not Cheetos. Like when I was
Hey, what's wrong with Cheetos?
like when I was a teenager
lot.
and even early adulthood, my sandwiches were, bologna, cheese, mustard with like Cheetos or Doritos smashed in the middle. You know what I mean?
Wow,
Yeah.
what a mix.
Right. Like that's how we ate. Like,
Wow.
yeah. You guys never did that? I guess it's my generation.
Wait. What did you do? You did what?
He was putting Cheetos in this bologna sandwich.
Yeah, and smashing it together. Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen people put like potato chips and stuff in sandwiches.
And that was like a meal? Or
Yeah.
a snack? That was a meal.
It was a meal.
man. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So by comparison, some avocado on, a burger, a low carb burger or a burger with lettuce is like a far cry from how bad you can eat as an American. I mean, you walk through, maybe we need to do this, but I don't think we've I don't think we have shown
His hat's a bit too tight.
I don't think we have shown Joe just how bad the processed food is here. Like
Yeah,
it's
but-
like
Well, I've been into a couple supermarkets, and what I've noticed is that there's also a lot of fast food outlets here. There's everything. It's crazy. Like you
Every
can
corner.
Yeah, you can understand why people get so.
Oh, so it's not like that over there.
overweight, or so unhealthy.
So it's not like that over there. You don't have like, all these fast foods all around.
Yeah.
No, not in every corner. No.
Let me
Okay.
let me just say hey to Raymond Neff. He popped in. So Raymond, meet Raymond.
Hey, Raymond.
And let me read a comment from Jules. For the most part, that is true about the processed food comment. But nowadays, Asian countries are getting there. Lots of their health issues have arisen even in Japan. Speaking as a Japanese person. So yeah, and then the reports we hear out of the Middle East, people in the Middle East are a lot more susceptible to type 2 diabetes, right? And so as the high carb foods and processed foods move their way out into other countries, and who was that did that video, and they said they were in way out in the bush in Africa, and they went to some little trading post, and they had Snicker bars on the counter. It was like the only thing from the West for miles, and they had Snickers, and of course, things like Coca-Cola permeated the planet.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah, but it originates here, and hopefully as we turn our ship around, it'll get the other countries to turn around before they get as bad as we got with the obesity epidemic and the processed food addiction, which is just super insane. I think even us, we get caught off guard from time to time. I know I'll go to a market and get blindsided by some keto bread. And like, there's a part of me that's like, ooh, I should just buy it and try it. And I'm like, no.
Wait, they actually have keto bread now in market?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Even like Royal Wheat makes keto bread now, and
Right.
I know my buddy Marissa, she was buying one called Inked or something like that. So So, anyways, there's lots and lots of keto stuff now.
Yeah, I see. Thank
Look,
goodness.
it's probably not the best for you, but it's better than eating standard bread.
For sure.
I
mean, a lot of people got to carnivore by going keto 1st, right? And carnivore,
yeah, I was keto.
better for them.
And you're probably better off eating, a steak with avocado and some mushrooms instead of a steak with some fries.
Or you could just eat it with chili.
I mean, when I was keto, I was pretty much meat and greens because I knew anything else was way too much carbs. So, but that was really convincing to go to carnivore from there.
And Jules brings up a point. A lot of the keto products that are out there, including the bread, aren't as keto as you would think, right?
Which is why you should always read the label.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Very, very important.
And it's like anything. People, we think of classic keto is, under 20 grams of carbohydrates a day, moderate protein, lots of fat.
Right.
And then you talk to people who say they're doing keto and they're doing great and they're doing nothing like that. So
right.
Crap bombs.
Well, one of the things I have to say about carnivore though, carnivore seems to be the non-processed food mainly. Okay. So with keto, there's a lot of process still, right?
Right. Well, that's all
can be.
Well, no, it's exactly right. They can be because
and when you're new to a diet and you're like, oh, I can have fat bombs and keto bread and I can eat this and that because somebody said it was keto, right? And you're not really eating, good natural fat, and of course, I think in general keto isn't high enough protein for a lot of people, so
it's more plant-based.
Well, that's the other problem. It can be very easily plant-based. Actually, I think there is a plant-based.
Oh yeah. There's keto vegans.
Keto vegans, right. So, so it doesn't say much.
Well, I mean, if you look at Dr. Eric Berg, he's a little bit of meat and then massive bowl
of salad,
in veg. I mean, to me, that's you're plant-based. You're not.
I totally agree.
Yeah, and people run into. There have been a few stories of people running into serious problems with keto snacks and keto treats and stuff like that. So it is, if you can avoid it, or if you do have issues with processed food, it's probably best to get over that or work on that before you try any of that stuff. Gets really tricky, and this is why we talk about an individual level, and that's why we all coach, right? Well, aside from Joe, but I'm sure there's random people that ask Joe questions still. So it isn't official coaching, but I'm sure he gets the occasional question.
See, I think it's important when you're doing keto to eat. You've got to eat whole foods, And again, I know people that when they do it, they'll eat, like Tom said, fat bombs, all the mascarpone cheese in the world that they can make, all the keto brownies that they can make, and it's not, you've got to eat,
real stuff,
real food,
right? No matter how you market it, it's at least got to be real.
100%. And it's the same with carnivore. I mean, you see people out there just smashing through processed ham and bacon. It's got all this shit in it, and and carnivore. So
well, that's true, but you know what? That's not near as bad as, say, for example, the monk fruit crap.
Keto is a lot worse, and you even see it in the vegan community, right? You see it in the vegan community. We're not eating any animal foods, but if you look at them, they're having all these vegan sweets. They smash it. They eat so much of it, and I remember helping my wife's cousin once. Because background being a chef, so I was able to help him at a vegan market,
Mm.
and he was doing Lebanese vegan food. And I remember saying to him, he was going, "Oh, but you shouldn't do keto because it's no good for you." And I remember saying to him, "Well, let's turn around. Can you explain to me why we have all these overweight vegans?"
And I actually met one,
and he
which
couldn't,
didn't
he
make
couldn't give
sense.
me an answer.
Yeah.
It's and then everywhere you went was vegan ice cream, vegan sweets, vegan donuts, vegan this, vegan that. And they think because they're not eating an animal that it's so healthy for them, and it's not.
Well,
Right.
forget about the weight. It's not as much as that. But you hear vegans, I'll say that they feel much better after a year. Let's say they go from the SAD diet, right? But after around 3, 4, 5 years, they all seem to have a common issue where it just starts declining. Now, I know some vegans that's been doing it for 20 years, but they're on steady decline. They're dependent on all kinds of supplements. So meanwhile, with carnivore, you always hear, man, I feel much better and I don't need supplements.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, it makes sense that carnivore is definitely the way. Don't get me wrong. There is a way to do vegan better than, say, the SAD diet and have the proper supplementation, but that's a kind of far stretch, right? We're comparing, SAD diet here, eating total trash, right? Compared to a proper vegan diet. Now, the reason I say proper vegan diet is because, I mean, there are junk vegans out there that eat only like
Oreos.
Oreos, exactly. A lot of sweets, right? But there are some that do it a lot better. They avoid sugars and all that good stuff too. Those are rare though.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on you called sugar because a lot of them do a lot of fruit.
Right, they do fruit. No, you're right.
So I really
Jules is asking if anybody is familiar with the Blue Zone Vegan Group in California.
Tommy's.
Oh,
so you
Really?
mean
No.
the Adventists?
No,
oh no, the Seventh Day. Yeah, Seventh Day.
Yeah,
Is that
isn't
in
she talking about
California?
the Seventh Day Adventists?
Melinda, whatever it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
Loma
yeah. If
Linda.
you're talking about the Seventh Day Adventists, I'm familiar with them. Yeah,
Yeah, they were in the study. Yeah,
They're right
Yeah.
down the road.
yeah.
Thanks for remembering that.
And they do have. I don't like their studies. Their studies are totally
Of course
biased.
not.
But anyway,
It's more
but
dietary epidemiological stuff.
right. But they are more healthier according to their data than the standard diet. So that's a good example. So Jules is right.
I get my dental work done at the Seventh Day Adventist
Do you really?
hospital. Yeah, and they were talking about my teeth. They're asking how much I floss. I'm like, oh hell, I floss after every meal. They're like, really? That's amazing. And then she's calling people over. This guy flosses after every meal. And then they're like, what do you eat? And I'm like, I just eat meat. And they're all like looking at their shoes, walking away.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I just eat meat. See, early on I had to floss all the time. I stopped flossing. I don't need it anymore. It's weird. So now I don't floss. I don't
You
brush.
never get meat stuck in your teeth?
Not anymore. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
I
mentioned
just
that
swallow my-
before. I don't know
Yeah.
how that's possible. But yeah, I get meat stuck in my teeth several times a day.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It
doesn't
could just
bother
be
me
the
at
way
all.
your teeth gaps.
Yeah.
Or it
too.
could be that. Could
Or
be
they're
that I
false teeth.
swallow. I take one bite and swallow.
So you take your teeth out and swallow?
So you eat like a duck?
That's it.
Are you saying
Yeah.
you eat like a duck?
That's
It's a
it,
gummy
like a
bear.
nut. Oop. Yeah. No, I get 2 or 3 chews in before I swallow it. So yeah. Well, remember I eat ribeyes too. Ribeyes aren't very stringy to me.
No,
They're
it's
soft.
too
No.
soft.
Yeah,
So,
I can
yeah.
swallow like a good inch and a half of ribeye down the
Yeah.
gullet without
Exactly.
chewing, really.
Without chewing, really.
Yeah, like a
exactly.
duck.
I like to chew my meat. I get
I don't-
Tom Sirloin
Oh, well,
stuck.
that explains it. Stop chewing so much.
I don't chew my
Wasting-
meat. Boys have seen how quick I eat.
Yeah.
Joe
does.
Joe
It
is
is-
a steam shovel. He's like, oh.
It's all down and I'm like,
Joe.
I'm looking at the guys and Justin's there. He's making love to the food. Eat, man.
Which is weird because as
Oh,
a
man,
kid,
I
I
wish I
always
could
got
see
yelled
that,
at
Joe.
for eating too fast.
No,
Like,
Justin's on his phone.
Taking his time eating, yeah.
But see, I cut my piece of meat like that, yay big. It's just big chunk of
Yeah.
meat going down.
I like that. That's the way I do it. So
Yeah.
do you get a lot of meat stuck in your teeth, Joe?
Yeah, I do.
We all carry around the little.
Got my little picks. I bought a pack from Australia.
Oh, okay.
We all always have
Yeah, I
these.
have little things. Yeah.
Or the water floss at home. That thing's amazing.
I hate mine.
Yeah, the water flosser. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
I
like
got
it?
that as well.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
I've got that for my daughter, but yeah. Oh shoot. Speaking of which, I should be picking her up.
Yeah, we gotta roll too. Sorry, Joe. And
We
Jules, hey Jules, I'll have a conversation with you on the side and see if I can figure out if there's something information.
Yeah, I
you
can
want
answer
to-
that really quick. Basically, the long living is attributed to social groups. So a lot of social living, they all kind of eat together, believe together. Prayer, they're having the religious belief, helps with stress tolerance. They're typically active,
They
and-
smoke less cigarettes,
drink less alcohol,
drink less alcohol.
Less
Right.
sex as well.
less sex, I suppose. Yeah.
We're having the quality of life.
we
They
don't know that.
throw all the
yeah.
quality of life right out the
Well,
window.
they don't want to bring the heart rate up.
But when it all comes down to it, their lifespan is on par with Mormons, which eat meat and follow similar social norms, like
Yeah, no alcohol,
social and cultural norms,
no
right?
tobacco, but lots of
Right. Let's
Yeah.
remember that. No
Go more.
tobacco
Right.
and all that.
So that's what
All
it
the Bible.
boils down to.
And
Yeah.
actually,
More in the Bible.
there's a really good story about a town, an Italian town. They moved over here. They didn't have any rates of heart attack, and it had something to do with their communal, because
Right.
when people died off and came in, then they started matching the rate of a heart attack with the rest of the community. So community does do a lot.
Yeah.
I forgot that town. You guys remember that one?
I remember somebody discussing it, but I've never actually read any of the.
Is it Sardinia?
Yes, I think so.
I
Something
think
like
it's
that.
from Sardinia. It's an island.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
an
Yes.
island just above Sicily. It's another big island.
But they moved to a town here in the United States,
Yeah, there's
and
probably some Sardinian.
hang on, let me see if I can. Yeah, but I do remember the
Sardinia.
Sardinians and yeah.
So Jules, I do know that the Mormons do a religious fast once a month, and then I'm not quite sure about
Well, ask
the
Aaron's.
Advent.
Yeah, Aaron's wife's Mormon. He's coming over after this. We'll
Oh,
ask
wow.
him.
Right.
But yeah, no, I hate to cut her off, but we got to roll. It's good to see you, Ray. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
that was awesome.
Thanks for making it.
Everybody in the chats, thanks
Yeah.
for chatting it up. And yeah, if anybody, obviously, most of you know how to get in touch with us. You can message us on Facebook. You can find our link tree with all the different contacts. We're on Instagram. You could leave us comments on the video and on YouTube. And if you're in the Meet Mosaic
Telegram.
no, I was thinking about the
Oh,
Facebook
Facebook
group. I
group
left
as
my
well.
phone number in there for meetups. So you guys, you want to call or text or whatever, hit me up. But until next time,
Eat some meat, feel better, and whatever
Whatever
you do,
Don't
don't fall
fall
down
down
the
the carb
carb
hole.
hole.